shouldn't
Hello,
indulge her
everybody.
anger. It just makes her more impossible
Really?
to deal with next time.
Just doing my job.
Hello, everybody, and
Speaking
welcome
of which,
back.
here's all we got back
Really?
with the last delivery from Parsons. Raiders got the rest of it, I'm sorry to say.
Ah, good. Finally. This will help settle Mother down.
Emma Jean is Jack's sister. You
Okay.
probably figured that out yourself.
Yes.
She's, a little flighty.
Okay.
Impulsive. From time to time, she runs off. Usually with a new boyfriend. Then I send somebody to bring her home.
But
Do you know where she's gone?
No, but it shouldn't be too hard to find out. She's been spending a lot of time in Good Neighbor.
no.
At the jazz club there, the third rail. Somebody there must know something. She's not known for keeping her mouth shut.
What if she doesn't want to come home?
Obviously, as one of the family, you can't just knock her in the head and drag her home by her heels. Usually, by the time I send someone after her, she's gotten bored with the whole thing and is ready to come home.
Oh, okay.
I'm sure you'll think of something. You're supposed to be resourceful, remember?
When she doesn't want to come back. Huh? Then what? Huh? What about then?
Nice.
That's mine now. I think it starts shooting me.
Hi.
Now you've met the matriarch of the family. Explains a lot, doesn't
Cool.
it?
That's my gun now. Do I didn't steal it? Let's just save in case something bad happens when I pull it out in front of them. Weapons, what is it? Let's put it on 9. Boo. Hello.
Hi.
What?
Ancient aliens?
I was intrigued by your theory about an ancient alien civilization.
Actually, it was my father's theory. Now proven beyond doubt, although only to me, unfortunately. And there aren't many archaeology journals publishing these days.
No shit. Proof.
You have proof?
Enough to satisfy me. He only made a single expedition to the Lost City, but he brought back enough to show beyond a doubt that the city he found wasn't made by or for human beings. Millennia older than the earliest human civilizations, but with technology that seems to have surpassed our own.
Holy shit.
And yet, everything about it is strange, disturbing geometries, tools not made for human hands, carvings that hint at dimensions beyond our own.
Father's theory.
What was your father's theory?
He believed that all of the earliest human civilizations shared some common parent that was unknown to history. Think of Atlantis. The myth of an advanced civilization destroyed by a cataclysm is shared by many widely separated ancient cultures. Eventually, he found what he was looking for. A lost city, buried beneath the sands of the empty quarter of the Arabian desert.
Maybe that's DLC.
I wanted to ask you about something.
All right.
I was intrigued.
Actually, there aren't many.
You said your father found a lost city?
Yes, he spent years looking, and was widely ridiculed by the so-called experts. I'm ashamed to say even I doubted him. But in the end, he found it. A lost city, buried in the sands of the Rub al-Khali, the empty quarter of Arabia. I've spent my lifetime trying to understand what he brought back.
I wanted to ask,
All right.
how'd your father manage to travel to Arabia with the whole world blown to hell?
Ah, well, that was before the war, when he was a young man.
Oh.
Come on. The war was 200 years ago.
You know your history. Most people don't grasp how long ago the war really was. It is an unusual situation, but... well, it's a private family matter. That's no concern of yours. Any more questions?
Teleportation.
What's going on at that old insane asylum?
I carried out some of my research there. That's all you need to know.
The more I know, the better I'll be at my job.
Well, I suppose that may be true. My father is confined in Parsons. For his own safety and everyone else's. He became dangerously unstable after handling an ancient artifact he found in Arabia. I've spent my life trying to figure out how to cure him. Was there anything else?
Uh-huh.
Quite a place you've got here. Amazing that it survived the war.
Thank you. I try not to take it for granted. We were definitely more fortunate than most. It hasn't been easy keeping it up to pre-war standards, but we do what we can. Any more questions?
No,
I've got to get going.
All right.
Jack says there's no hurry about finding Imogene, but he doesn't mean it.
Oh, that's pretty cool. I can't wait to modify this gun and add some cool shit to it. So that's cool. With the unique weapons, you can still modify them, and they took the time to actually create, like variations and mods for the guns. And I like that they actually dedicated that time to do that shit. So I gotta go to a good name right now. I wanna try this gun. In combat, the police metal protection relies on a strong melee attacks and a painful electrical shock. Yeah, these protectrons have like laser beams in their arms, like the old ones or some shit. They're cool though. I like how they're like rusted, but you can still see a lot of the color. And guns, guns, guns. I don't have anything to sell. I don't have anything to sell, but baby, you have
I've got a weapon here for every situation.
Sure. Let's take a look.
Let's get you.
Fitted killer. I'll take those. I'm gonna be so fucking broke. Oh my god. I'm just waiting to hit level 26 so I can get more local leader. Then once I have the second rank of local leader, I can build some weapons and some traders. And I'm gonna go straight for the Emporiums though. They have more selection and more stuff. And just set up like one of the house platforms.
I toss out the troublemakers. You keep that in mind.
Hey there.
Downstairs. Don't bother the other patrons.
Well, I have to ask around.
I need a place to stay. Try Hotel Rexford.
You step through the gate, you got balls.
Better keep your iron strapped on.
Boy, we got beer. If you ain't buying beer, you ain't buying.
Imogene.
Do you know Imogene Cabot?
Name rings a bell. Kind of balmy. Haven't seen her in a while, though. Try Magnolia. She likes to make friends with people. She might know more about this missing bird. Magnolia! Gal wants a word.
Hello.
Well, what's the matter, sweetheart? Don't tell me you didn't like the song.
Yeah.
Who
Once
wrote
or
it?
twice.
I've never heard that song before. Who wrote it?
I did. Everything I sing is an original. Now, there's something special about you, isn't there? Don't tell me. Let me guess. Ah, of course. It's those powerful muscles of yours. My, I could get used to looking at those. So what brings a woman like you to my part of town?
Me? Playing a game. First idiot who grabs my ass gets his arm broken. 10 points if he's drunk.
That sounds like the beginning of a great song. I think you and I are going to get along.
Too old for
So
me.
it's my turn to answer questions, right? What can I do for you?
Flirt.
I was wondering if we could get to know each other better.
Damn it.
It's tempting, but unfortunately...
Married to the stage. No, I'm not done
Excuse
talking to
me, miss.
You're looking for me? What can I do for you?
you. Imogene.
Do you know Imogene Cabot?
Imogene? Sure. I know her. I haven't seen her in a while, though. Were you a friend of hers?
She's missing.
She's missing, and her family's worried about her.
Well, I'm glad somebody's looking out for her. She seems like a body that could use looking after.
Oh, Lord.
Do you know where she's gone?
There was this preacher fella who used to come in here all the time. One of the slick ones. Always going on about remaking your life and so on. Most of the customers wouldn't give him the time of day, but Imogene, she latched on to him for some reason. I don't suppose it
Plastic
hurt that he
surgeon.
was easy on the eyes. Intense. Some women find that irresistible. Pam, would you come over here a minute?
Is he coming? The world's
Is there a
slowest
problem,
walker?
Miss Magnolia?
No, this lady here was just looking for Imogene. Do you happen to know where that preacher fella came from?
Brother Thomas?
Yes, that's right. The one Imogene was always hanging on.
Had to throw him out. Wouldn't stop bothering customers with that salvation racket. Kept going on and on about joining him at the back bay. Then he'd shove those stupid flyers in your face. Here, I kept one of them, just in case he didn't pay his bar tab.
Well, thanks, honey. You were a big help.
Anything for you, miss.
I hope Imogene's all right. I didn't much like the idea of her going off with that preacher fella.
Thank you. I go now.
Entertainment's down the stairs.
This place is fairly well maintained. Not too bad, not too shabby. I just want a house, and there's one in the Brotherhood of Steel, Pridwin, and then there's one in Diamond City, but I don't want to advance the quest because I don't want to end it, and the whole tits, but that's what it is. Instead of loading that door, let's Halogen Inc. I'm going to explore that after. Pre-war military checkpoints scattered throughout the Commonwealth are a great place to find fusion cores. I already have a shit ton of them to probably run that damn thing for the rest of the damn playthrough, so... Shit! It's a badass tank, holy crap. Shooting slots, machine guns on the front, entrance on the front, turret on top, not turret,
Someone there?
I was a legendary raider. He has loot. Give me the loot. Where are you, Dick? Still higher up. He didn't have enough time to mutate. It's fine. Oh, wow. +2 luck. I don't want it. I don't need it. I'll take it. I don't need it. Down, down, out the window. Marlboro House. We're going in here. There's just so much to explore. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Whoa. Fancy shit. Damn. The globe has screws. Oh. Gunner. Looks like someone was bleeding out and trying to patch himself up, but it didn't really work. Guess you fucking suck. Oh. Ammos. Dirty army fatigues. There's a lunchbox with some stuff inside. That's it. See, how simple is that? You come in, you explore, you get out. Yeah, Esplande. Something like that. See, I love that though. Like, it's... You go in and you get some stim packs and get some jet and you get some medics and you get whatever. You get some bottle caps and some ammunition, and then you come back outside and go kill bitches with that ammunition and you use those meds later on or whatever. But it's cool because it's like, you don't have to spend half an hour exploring everything. You go in, you come out. It's perfect. Hubcap. You have screws in it. I really want to go in here too. Next time. Once you find Imogen. What kind of fucking name is Imogen? I don't know. Missionary. Evil. Hello, everybody.
Welcome.
Okay, you weren't
I hope
evil.
you decide to change a life today.
Welcome, neighbor. We're always glad to see a new face around here. Tell me something. You ever feel like this whole world is broken? Do you ever wonder why things can't be the way they were in the good old days?
Agreed.
I don't have time for this.
Oh.
You should make time for something this important, neighbor. Something that could change your life, and maybe the whole Commonwealth. We call ourselves the Pillars of the Community. We're a pretty new movement, so you may not have heard of us. But we're growing fast all across the Commonwealth, and you can be part of this exciting future.
Yeah.
Step right this way, and I'll be happy to tell you all about our movement and how you can be a part of it.
Sure.
Sounds good.
Well, that's just fantastic.
Let's get his trust.
I know
and
you're
then we
going to
ask
fit
him,
right in around here. Don't be shy. Just follow me.
Is he gonna
I
try and
hope you
kill me?
decide to become one of the pillars of the community.
Right this way, neighbor.
Don't even try anything, boy.
I'm always excited to welcome a new member into our fold.
That looks like a prison cell. I ain't going in first, that's for damn sure. Close the damn door so I'm sure you get in.
Don't worry. I don't bite. Alrighty. I hope you're as excited as I am. This is one of my favorite parts of the job, getting to welcome new members into our movement. The first step is simple. You have to learn to give up your attachment to material possessions in order to gain the ability to have true wealth, health, and
I'm so tempted to just shoot him in the face.
Go ahead and give me everything you own, and I'll initiate you as a first-level pillar of the community.
You're kidding.
You've got to be kidding. You want me to give you everything I have?
The first step is the hardest, neighbor. But it's the only way to cast off your old life and start on the road towards your future health, wealth, and happiness. Don't you think that's worth a small temporary sacrifice?
What do I
What
get?
do I get in return for giving you everything I own?
You're still stuck in old thinking. You're still clinging to your old life. But that's what you came here to give up. And the first step is to shed yourself of your material possessions.
Nothing.
You can't seriously think I'm handing over all my stuff.
The world is full of suckers, pal. Just look outside. Every one of them handed over everything they owned in return for, well, hope. Sure, it's false hope, but hey, it was worth it to them. You can tell yourself whatever you want, but you're leaving here naked or horizontal. Your choice.
What if I've changed my mind and don't want to join anymore?
No, sorry. I'm afraid we're past that point. You really do need to give me everything. Now.
No.
I'm walking out of here. Your choice what you want to do about it.
Nah. You're not worth the trouble. Plenty of easier marks.
See?
Get out of here before I change my mind.
Where's Emma Jean?
I'm looking for Emma Jean Cabot.
Not that it's any of your business, but she and I are just having a little relationship trouble. You know how it is.
Where is she?
She's not seeing anybody until she cools off.
You're not holding her prisoner, are you?
No, she's not a prisoner. She's just locked in her room until she calms down. She was acting crazy, threatening to run off. No offense, but you know how women can get sometimes.
I'm a friend of the family. Maybe I can talk some sense into her.
Look, the truth is, we had a little, disagreement about her joining the movement. She got kind of violent. So I locked her in there until I could figure out what to do with her. If you're willing to take her off my hands, let me unlock the door for you, and then she's all yours.
Cool.
I've got to warn you, she's way stronger than she looks. It took all of us combined to even get her locked up in there.
I'm gonna shoot you in the face.
All yours, pal.
Get the fuck out the way. Can you fucking move? Emma Jean. You're up.
You must be Emma Jean.
Don't tell me. Jack sent you.
Yuri.
You're Jack's sister? I was expecting someone a bit younger.
How rude. Don't you know to never mention a lady's age? Just to be clear, I'm Jack's younger sister, the baby of the family. Once I get home and get some of Jack's serum, I'll be back to my usual stunning self.
Jack has a serum that reverses aging?
It's more like it halts aging. I started taking it when I was 32, so normally that's what I look like. You'll see once I get my treatment. I was well known as one of the belles of Boston society. Back when there was any.
Oh my god, they were here before the war?
Actually, there's only one vial of the serum left. Raiders got the rest.
I'd better get home before Mother convinces Jack that she needs all of it. That he could still be such a mama's boy at his age is ridiculous. I'm so disappointed in Thomas. He seemed so interesting at first. But after we came here, he turned out to be just another brute. He actually thought he could force me to join his absurd cult.
Let's get out of here.
Oh, I'm not going with you. You can tell Mother I'll be along home before too long. I just need a drink first.
Hello, neighbor.
We don't have anything to talk about.
I should just shoot you. You're a disgusting human being. None of you should be allowed to live. And that's definitely mine. So fuck you. Fuck you, all this is mine. Including those. Suck a dick.
Hey there.
We're always looking for new members.
This is fucked up. This is some kind of brainwashing ass shit. Join our order. Just give me everything you have, and then the lady outside can shoot you. Yeah, no, I'm good, thanks. Using Jack creates an altered state of consciousness where time appears to slow, allowing to perform more actions than normal for a limited period of time. I liked that armor that made me have 15 seconds instead of 10, but whatever. 'Tis what it is. Imagine you just get it. It's like 30 seconds of, oh, yeah. That'd be nice. Successful attacks and bats build your critical meter. Once the meter is filled, you can press space to use a critical attack. Some shit like that. I was improvising there at the end because I didn't read it. So, it's a serum that stops aging. I want this serum. What happens if I use it? I don't want to age. I'm 230. How old am I?
Hear me now, Edward.
Inside the building. You're reading. Something to build.
We're inside the building.
Edward!
Building?
Hi. Not now. Not now. Edward, switch over to the Hartley modulator. Do you copy?
See now. How's this?
Oh, that's done it. Edward, what's going on there?
We're under attack. They're inside the building.
Oh, shit.
Inside? Can you keep them out of the basement?
I'm trying, Jack. I've never seen raiders that...
Oh, he did.
For God's sake, Sammy. The doorway, right there.
Okay,
sorry. Things are a little busy around here right now.
Listen, if they're inside the building, you have to go to the office and shut down the elevator. You can't risk them getting to Lorenzo.
Got it. Office. Elevator. You better round up whoever you can and get...
Oh, no.
Hello? Edward? Come in. Edward! There's no signal of...
What's happening, Jack?
Not now.
If these people are inside Parsons, if they free him...
Don't worry, I'll handle it.
I always knew it would end this way. I never should have allowed you to lock up Lorenzo in that place.
That isn't helping, Mother. And as I recall, using the serum was your idea, not mine.
So what are you going to do?
I said I'll handle it. I'm thinking.
What's going on?
That was Edward. He's at Parsons, the old asylum. They're under attack by raiders. It's strange. The guards have held off raiders before without any trouble. I don't know what's gone wrong this time.
Too many.
I found Imogene. She's fine.
Oh, yes, good.
Thank God. At least one small comfort on this terrible day.
You'll be wanting to be paid, of course. Edward usually handles these things. Caps is what you use for currency, isn't that right? Here, I hope that's the right amount. Now, we really need to focus on the current emergency.
How can you be so callous about your sister's safety?
I wonder if these could be the same raiders that stole that last shipment. If some of them had used the undiluted serum, it could explain their unusual success against Edward's men.
Serum.
What exactly does this serum do?
I suppose it's time you knew. The main benefit of the serum is to halt aging. My family and I are all over 400 years old.
Holy shit.
But it also confers other side effects, especially in the undiluted form that the raiders stole. It increases strength and resistance to all kinds of physical damage. So at least some of these raiders may be much more dangerous than the ones you're used to dealing with.
400.
If you're 400 years old, then you were born before the Great War.
Yes, I think you were too. I'd say mid-21st century?
Shit.
That's right. I was in cryosleep until recently.
Interesting. We'll have to talk more about that later, but time presses. Is there anything else before we get going?
Serum source.
Where do you get this serum from?
As you probably guessed, my father is the source of the serum.
I
Jack,
so thought that.
are you sure it's wise telling her all this?
In the course of my attempts to cure him, I discovered that the artifact had introduced anomalies into his blood. So the source of his insanity is also the basis of the treatments that have prolonged all our lives.
Wow.
The irony isn't lost on me, but if he were to escape from Parsons, I would lose my father forever. I will not allow that to happen. Not to mention that the artifact has made him paranoid, homicidally violent, and endowed with extraordinary abilities.
Abilities? What kind of abilities?
Exactly what abilities does he have?
Enhanced strength, unusual resistance to most kinds of physical damage. Oh, and a kind of local telekinesis, which appears to be projected by the artifact itself. That's why I've built a dampening field into his cell. Which is why we really need to stop these intruders before they turn it off. Before we go, I need you to understand something.
What?
When we get to Parsons, you need to do exactly what I tell you. Nothing more, nothing less. Is that clear?
Got it.
Good. Make sure you have whatever you'll need for a serious battle. I'll wait for you outside.
I already do.
Jack, be careful. And try not to hurt him.
I love Father at least as much as you do. But you know as well as I do that if he gets free, there will only be one option.
Don't let it come to that, please.
I'll do my best, Mother. And if Imogene finally comes home, for God's sake, don't let her leave again until I get back. Now, I really do have to go.
Unfortunately, we do have to end this episode here, so thanks you guys for watching. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and I'll catch you guys later.